Good morning and welcome to Hymns by Request. I'm Greg Johnson and I want to welcome you here to my home as this tradition is continuing. I want to thank you, and there have been many of you who have written to me this past week asking for some specific hymns, some of which we're going to be singing this morning. And I invite you to do that. My email is very simple. It's gregjohnson@gjp-international.com. Send me an email. Let me know what you might like to be singing, because that's what this is all about. This isn't a concert. It's not a program in particular like some of the other talks that I'm doing, but it's just an opportunity for us to unite in oneness and in love and in song and raise our vibrations. We are energy. And as we raise the vibrations within, so do we raise our actions, our thoughts, and our ability to be of love and service to other people. So we're going to begin with my favorite song. Change my heart, O God, make it ever true. Change my heart, O God, may I be like you. You are the potter, I am the clay. Mold me and make me, this is what I pray. Change my heart, O God, make it ever true. Change my heart, O God, may I be like you. May I be like you. Change my heart, O God. A wonderful prayer, one of my favorite songs, and I always at the Marble Collegiate Church, I used to begin prayer circle by playing that song and, as it were, praying the prayer. Remember, as St. Augustine said, he who sings prays twice. So we're getting the double fold this morning. Now I want to sing, this morning I'm using a different hymnal than I had in past weeks. Just as I have prayer books and Bibles and other religious books in quantity, I assure you I have many hymnals, and I love them. I can enjoy, and I invite you, if you've never done it, there's a lot more in a hymnal than just a bunch of songs. They're wonderful songs, they're great songs, but there's a lot of other items for meditation, for consideration, psalms. There are liturgies that could be of use to you, all of which can be very, very helpful tools as we are, and I hope it's you too, trying to live in the solution. These are very difficult times and we hear a lot about the problems, but let us live in the solution of loving one another and doing something each day to be part of that. And in doing that, we're caring for ourselves. I came across a hymn, and there's a story I'm going to share with you after. Normally at this time of the year, I am in Southeast Asia, at my home most often in Bali, and people are coming to me from many, many parts of the world, and we have the wonderful time of talking about family caregiving, literally golden rule living, sharing practices that people are doing, and making suggestions of what other things people might do. And then throughout the year we come together and we talk by way of Friday with the Rev. But this song plays into that. We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord. We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord. And we pray that all unity may one day be restored. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love. work with each other. We will work side by side, and we'll guard each other's dignity and save each other's pride. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love. Yes, they'll know we are Christians by our love. Now, as you can imagine, during these retreats and times of our being together, again, always in an informal, loving manner, yes, I use music, and Indonesia is filled with people who love to sing. There's nothing more beautiful to me than listening to a group of Indonesians sing. They're singers, as are many of the Asian countries. And I particularly love this song because one of the young men, Ado, who played a very, very important part in our family, took care of Joe right up until the very, very end, and remains family to me. This is one of Ado's favorite songs. He is a Roman Catholic and very active in his parish, but this has always been one of his songs. So one day I asked him at our workshop session, I said, "Would Ado sing that for us?" And so he did. He has a wonderful voice. And suddenly the group began to join him. That's very common. Now, we were not all Christians who were singing, and that was perfectly fine. It's the unity and diversity that makes Indonesia so wonderful, and it blesses my soul with great, great joy, for I love it. And all of a sudden, I saw two children who I knew came from a very faithful Hindu home. And they were singing this, and instead of the last line, "Yes, they'll know we are Hindus by our love." And I said, yes, because at the root of every faith is love. Well, this was a song they heard Christian friends singing, and they thought, well, we can sing that one too. And so I loved it. And it so reminded me of one of the great blessings of my life. Many, many years ago, I had a driver who was at that time in his late 50s. He's now passed on. But he was driving me up to Mount Batur, one of the high mountains in Bali. And as we were driving along, this is a man who had never gone to school. He had no formal education. And so as we were driving along, he looked at me and he said, "Mr. Gregg, I've got a question for you." He said, "Why do people have so much trouble with God?" He said, "Look, God's at the top of the mountain. Look at all the roads to get up there." What a sermon. What a blessing. What wisdom. And I looked at him and I said, "My dear Katut, don't ever go to school. You are one of the brightest men I have ever met. For there are many roads. Religion, to realign. Yoga, to realign. To reconnect with the divine. And song is a wonderful, wonderful way to do it." So I wanted to share that story because it brings great, great joy. And it is these sorts of things that give us solution. Because ultimately, we are all children of the divine, brothers and sisters, living and trying to live more and more in love. So let's be part of that solution. And we'll do it by some songs. Now, let me see. All right, and last week, I did a song, and I can always tell what's going on in my own life by the songs that come into my mind, into my spirit. I think spirit speaks to me as a musician and I pay attention to what are the songs that are going on in my mind. Well, this was one that we sang last week, and I'm going to sing it again because I've been singing it all week long. Higher ground, I'm pressing on, Lord, lift me up and let me stand by faith on heaven's tableland, keeping our head in the clouds, keeping our head with the divine, but our feet firmly planted on this earth, where we walk in love and service. Join me, we'll start with the chorus. Lord, lift me up and let me stand by faith on heaven's tableland, a higher place than I have found. Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. Now the verse. I'm pressing on, found. Lord, plant my feet on a higher ground. Oh, I like that one. And right next to it is another one that's really a lovely, lovely song. Fill my cup, Lord, like the woman at the well I was seeking. And so I'm going to start with the chorus on it too, and then go to the verse, and then join me in the chorus again. Fill my cup, Lord, I lift it up, Lord, come and quench this thirsty soul of mine. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want to know more. Fill my cup, fill it up and make me whole. Like the woman at the well I was seeking for things that could not satisfy. But then I heard my Savior speaking, draw from my well that never shall run dry. Fill my cup, Lord, I lift it up, Lord, come and quench this thirsty soul of mine. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want to know more. Fill my cup, fill it up and make me whole. And then one song that was a number of people requested. And so we're going to do that. I need thee every hour. I need thee every hour. I need thee every hour, most gracious Lord. No tender voice like thine can peace afford. I need thee, oh, I need thee every hour. I need thee, oh, bless me now, my Savior, I come to thee. I need thee every hour, stay thou nearby. Temptation lose their power when thou art nigh. I need thee, oh, I need thee every hour. I need thee, oh, bless me now, my Savior, I come to thee. And as a closing prayer this morning, a song that has been known for a very long time, has been used for many, many different sorts of events within a life. Abide with me. Let that be our prayer. May the divine bless, may God bless. May each of our lives be blessed with love as we go forward in love and service, living the solution of love. Abide with me, fast falls the eventide, the darkness deepens, Lord, with me abide. When other helpers fail and comforts flee, help of the helpless, who abide with thy presence every passing hour. What but thy grace can foil the tempter's power? Oh, like thyself, my guide and stay will be. Through cloud and sunshine, oh, abide with me. Amen. And may that be so. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hear you singing. I urge you to take this tape or this video, whatever the correct word is, pass it on, share it, listen to it again. I will, and I'll be hearing you singing. God bless, and if you're free tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, Friday with the Rev, we're going to be talking about the many faces of family caregiving. And I know you are one. God bless, and I'll see you real soon.